Welcome back. Design Solid tutorial number 8, editing a model parametrically and using direct modeling. So what we're going to do is just what it says. So parametric modeling, you draw sketches and you set dimensions and you do certain operations, and you can change those values in the sketches and in the dimensions, and it's reflected throughout the design. And you can change, you can edit the operations, right, like an extrude and all of that, and it'll change it. And then you can actually rearrange the order of the operations, and that is all saved in a timeline. So that's pretty powerful for going back and changing things. But I guess there might be cases where you're limited in flexibility on what you can do, like the command might not be able to do exactly what you want to do. So for that, you can turn off parametric modeling and do direct modeling. Now once you turn it off, if you go back to parametric modeling, you lose all the changes that you've made before that, and you start a brand new timeline. All right, so let's do that and see what happens. Fusion. We'll go basic training, model 4, bearing bracket is what we want. Okay, so like we used to do before, like we did at the very beginning, early tutorials. Where is it? Sketch 1, I think. Like I can edit this sketch, right? This hole is 65. I can change it to 50, and hit enter, and the hole gets smaller in the sketch, right? If I finish the sketch, it's thinking. There it goes. Then the hole that was extruded from that sketch gets smaller, right? So that's parametric. You could also find that hole in this change parameters thing. You could dig in here and like somewhere in here is that hole, and you could change the value, right? So you could do that. You could also find the hole, whatever you're trying to do in here, you could find that operation and edit it. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. So I want you to get in here, and this counter bore, sometimes it'll let you, if you right click, it'll bring up this edit feature, which is what you want. Sometimes it won't do that, so you can always find it in the timeline, right? Down in here at the bottom of the timeline, you can right click that and go edit feature. All right, they want you to change some stuff, so they want you to change the diameter to 27, the counterbore depth to 7.5, and the diameter to 20, and click OK, and so we edited a feature that was created with an operation, right? We created that originally. It was created with the whole operation, which is stored in the timeline down here, whole operation, and then we could edit it. So that's parametric modeling. Yeah, I get this warning. I don't know why, and it doesn't seem to matter. Anyway, that's parametric modeling. So also stored in the timeline is the creation of this web right here, right? And that's one of the last things done right here, right? You could back up in the timeline and see there's where the web is created right there, and this little bar moves. Okay, so we can edit that. We could right click this in the timeline and go edit feature, or you might be able to select it in the view window if you're lucky. Yeah, see, I don't know what that's going on. I'm going to select it in the timeline. Yeah, buggy. Anyway, you can make it bigger. Okay, that's parametric modeling. The other thing you can do is change the one arrow. What the hell? I think I didn't wait long enough. Change it to 5. Click it OK. Jump. Yeah, my computer's like bogging down now. I'm not sure, so I might be doing an update. Anyway, so you could also move these around. Like, I'm not really sure I want to do that, but you could drag one of these, in here. I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, that's parametric modeling. Okay, we can turn all of that stuff off. Okay, so now we're going to do direct modeling. All right, direct modeling. So we're going to go over here to this little gear thingy and click it, and click this do not capture design history. We're talking about the timeline down here. So click that, and it warns you because you're going to lose it. You'll never get it back. Click OK. Okay. Now it dumps all of the things that were in the timeline over here, but you still can't edit them. So I'm not really sure why they're there. I guess they're there to help you find stuff, but you can't edit. And all right, now they want you to just do a manual edit on the model here. So we're going to do a move. So modify, move, copy. Pick all of these. So change this to faces, right? Then click the select button. They give you a nice little picture in the tutorial of what you need to select. I'm not really sure exactly how to describe what we're selecting here. But look at the picture. Should be 17. Those guys. So look at the picture. I guess these are all things that are not, these are planes that are not perpendicular to the x-axis. It's hard to put that into words what these guys are. Anyway, pick those guys. Then click set pivot and snap to the middle point of this edge. Okay, now you can, okay, sometimes it doesn't work. Let me set pivot again. Yeah, it's not cooperating. It just doesn't work sometimes. Yeah, I can't get it. Sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes it does. But if you can't get this move type free move to work, I've been able to get this rotate thing to work. And then you click the axis, and then, yeah, that works. All right. Sometimes this free move will work. Sometimes it won't. It just depends on if it's feeling like being nice. And there's rotate. Okay, so we moved it. Now, let me turn the underlying sketch back on. So there's the underlying sketch. If you can't even, I don't think you can edit it anymore. I'm not sure. You might not even be able to edit this. I don't think you can. But even if you did, it won't change the features. Like I could go back to sketch 1, edit that. This hole that I originally changed when I had parametric design on, I could try changing it, making it smaller again. Okay, the hole got smaller, see the hole, but not the geometry built from the hole. Right? The hole on the sketch got smaller, but the extrusion made from that hole did not get smaller. So we've sort of broken the parametric design thing, but we were able to perhaps make a change that we might not have been able to make, theoretically speaking. Okay, let's see, what else can I say? You can turn the parametric, the design history back on, so you can right click up in this top level component, bearing bracket, and then go capture design history, and it turns the timeline back on. Back down here in the bottom, we've got a base feature, and we're starting over, and we've lost all of our history of all the previous operations, but we're back to parametric design starting from this new starting point. So that's the difference between parametric design and direct design. All right. Hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.